Do you dread Mondays? I did too until I learned an important lesson from my boyfriend. When I started my first business back in 2007, I had been dating my boyfriend for 7 years and he owned a family service business that got calls 24/7. At first, getting a call at 2 a.m. that you needed to respond to seemed like an annoyance until I learned some important lessons and had a huge mindset shift in my business. As someone who had no business experience, I was programmed to think that the dream work-life balance was to work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, with nights and weekends off. That's what most of us think until we become an entrepreneur. And for some reason, we then see all these memes, inspirational posts, and quotes about working 24/7 as an entrepreneur versus slaving to a 9 to 5 job and begin to think that is what it takes to be successful. More work than we were doing as an employee. Until I learned this very important lesson that I'm going to share with you today. Hey, my name is Sailynn and welcome to the Sailynn Show. I like to call myself the fun business coach because I believe when women entrepreneurs implement sustainable business strategies, you can have fun and make a ton. Each week, I empower you with training and a free resource based on successful strategies that I have used in one of my businesses. I share my journey with you to help you fast track your growth without all the headaches. This week, you can watch on demand my free training, the Legacy Business Blueprint Masterclass. This training gives you the 3 secrets they don't teach in business school you must master now if you want to build a profitable business while still having a life. Head on over to the show notes below to stream it to your preferred device today. The first 3 years in business, I was a slave to it. I worked 80+ hour weeks and built a great business, but I had no free time to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I was frustrated because, being the problem solver that I am, I could not figure out how to maintain our revenue without working more. And I knew I was missing out on life because my boyfriend, who was also a business owner, was living his life to the fullest. How in the heck was he making that happen? The one major lesson he taught me was if you ditch the traditional Monday through Friday 9 to 5 mindset and shift to a work when needed mindset, you can have whatever work-life balance you choose. How is I going to make that happen? I started watching him to see how he was making this happen so I could reclaim my life and get back to some freedom. I mean, I would have been happy just to shrink my hours from 80 to 60 at that point. Today I'm sharing with you the 3 important steps you need to take now in your business to reclaim your time and live your one life. Step 1, shift your mindset. This is going to be the hardest, so we're tackling this one first. If you were an employee of a company for a long time, then you punched a clock and it got ingrained in you, this was normal. Now it's time to reset your brain to dreaming about your ideal work-life balance, writing down what that looks like, and having that become your sense of normal. You're in charge of your one life and need to do whatever works best for you, your family, and your dreams. Step 2, delegate like a pro. OMG, this man is a master delegator. He is so good at it that people don't even realize what he's doing. He uses his confidence, kindness, and charm to delegate all the things he does not want to do or is not good at. As someone who's been on the receiving end of this for 22 years, I can tell you he is the best I have ever seen. Number 3, work as efficient as possible. Working with him on projects can be a challenge if you're like me and like to be in charge and do things your way. However, I must say when I'm able to put my ego aside and just listen to his directions, we get things done quicker and more efficient. He already has the project completed in his head with all the steps before we even begin. This is how you begin working smarter. When you're starting a project, work through the process in your head, look for pitfalls, and ensure you have the necessary supplies. This enables you to work efficiently and quickly so you can get more done in a shorter amount of time or have more time for fun things. After watching my boyfriend work for 22 years, I can confidently say that if you can implement these 3 steps into your business, you'll be able to work less and have more freedom even if that means you're working 7 days a week. Here's an example of how I have implemented this into my business. I build my course and coaching business online. So each day after my morning routine, I spend 1 hour, which I call my daily power hour, networking, marketing, and making sales. I do this 7 days a week, no matter if it's a weekday, weekend, or holiday. These 7 hours a week ensure that I'm consistently working my business. Also, if I choose to do nothing else the rest of the day in my business, I know that the most important tasks that move the needle are done, which allowed me to be free from guilt and stress. Shifting your mindset from working 5 days a week to 7 days a week may be a challenge at first, but it could actually allow you to work less. If you use my business example that I just mentioned, I will rather work 1 hour a day, 7 days a week, than dread Mondays because I've been off for 2 days and who knows what is piled up in my inboxes. As always, I would encourage you to try this new technique for 90 days to see if you can make it work for you. And if you want to know what else I did to shift from those 80+ hour weeks to working part-time, join me for my free masterclass training, The Legacy Business Blueprint. This is a behind-the-scenes look into building a successful and profitable business that not only serves you, but also makes the impact you want to share with the world. These 3 secrets are the things they don't teach in business school, or it seems online lately, so it's a must-watch if you want to have a business that supports your dream lifestyle and make a profit. The link to watch on demand is in the show notes below. And that's a wrap on this week's episode. I've asked YouTube to recommend another video for you here, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go so you can get notified of weekly episodes. And remember to live this one life you were given.